15.16. QCD stable. Visual deviation at less than 4 degrees angular resolution. I made it, Wallace. And... oh God. There's contamination everywhere. Silver dust coating everything, rocks, plants, like a living mirror. It stretches for miles. But it's proof. We have proof of what they're doing now. You know, when we started this, I thought I was Neil Armstrong, or, I don't know, Lewis Carroll. But I'm not. I'm Oppenheimer. I am become death, destroyer of worlds. Shit! Oh, shit! They follow me! If I don't make it back, you have to find some way to stop them. You can't let them do this again! You can't let them do this to another...
Benjamin Gabriel, what the hell are you listening to?
Mom, just tech I found. Some kind of recorder from before the city fall, I think. Got weird voices on it, like an old radio mystery or something.
And where exactly did you just find this recorder?
Around?
Ben, did you let your Uncle Runner take you out to the Deadlands?
Mom.
That is not an answer.
Just to the Ironwood ruins.
Through the old Massey Tunnel. That thing floods at high tide. Oh, I'm gonna kill him. You're 13.
Owen and Mackie did it already.
You aren't Owen and Mackie.
Because of what happened to Dad?
No, that's not... Because you're too smart to do stupid things just because they do. Hand that thing over.
Not fair. What do you even do with it?
I'll figure something out. Start a diary. Solve your radio lady mystery or...
Record a bunch of boring doctor notes? You don't even know how it works.
How hard can it be? I bet you just press this little red light to... There we are. Testing. Testing. Hi, John. Your mother keeps saying that I should talk to you. Like you're still here. And your nitwit brother took our son out to the edge of the Vancouver Deadlands today. And Ben brought back this thing. Recorder. It's like a message in a bottle or a time capsule, and I thought maybe talking to it would feel less ridiculous than just talking to air. Here goes. Life in Delta goes on, pretty much the same as always. Salmon berries and brant geese in the spring, apples and salmon runs in the fall. Ben's growing, getting so tall. It's 2016 and he's 13 now, if you'd believe it. We had the 50th anniversary of the 1965 City Fall last year. Like some sad birthday party for the apocalypse. I'm officially the town doctor now. Dr. Erin Reyes. Doc Whitaker passed in 2014. Not that town doctor means all that much in a town of 300-odd people that's pretty much been reduced to pre-industrial farming. But I deliver babies, stitch cuts, do what I can to keep people from dying from things that are stupid and preventable. Try not to think about what I could do with antibiotics or blood pressure meds. Or better training. Who it could have saved. Try to stop myself wishing for some other life. Try to stop missing you. 12th of March, 2016. Patient log for Dr. Erin Reyes, Gabriel's Delta. Patient is Genevieve Hastings. You don't mind if I record patient notes, do you, Jenny?
Don't suppose it's any harm. Arm's broke. City tech or no.
Let me see.
Oh.
Yep. That's broken. We'll set and plaster it for you.
Plaster? Can't you just wrap it? I can't help plant one-handed.
Better one-handed for the planting than crooked for life.
You're a hard woman, Dr. Reyes.
It's a hard world. Katie, can you mix up some plaster for Ginny? And, I can see one more while you get it ready.
Will do. Fair warning. It's Feral Harper.
Again? The thing with his hand?
Yep. Shaking so hard he could churn his own butter, if you know what I mean.
I'm trying not to. Show him in. Oh, well, hello there, Bailey. Farrell.
Hey, Doc, you said come back if it got worse, and look, no matter how hard I try, I can't hold the damn thing steady.
We've done every test I can think of, Farrell. I know it's scary, but almost everyone experiences some degree of muscular tremors.
Not me, my hands are rocks.
As they age.
Christmas woman, I'm only 68, and this only started when, the ghosts came back.
Farrell.
I know what it sounds like, but I see them up past the point. The lights of them moving over the ocean like witch fire.
Which is probably what it is, or an algae bloom. This is why council is moving people into town, Farrell. It's dangerous so far out on the water. Even at Finn's Slough. I'd be worried about raiders, not just the dark, playing tricks on you.
You sound like one of those Gabriels, always bossing people around as if it's any of their or your business where I live.
Well, I'm sorry about my in-laws. They can be determined.
They're moving people because they know the ghost sick is spreading. The fireflies don't light. The grayling are gone. Even Bailey can feel it.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, Farrell. I'm not a ghost doctor or a dog doctor. Maybe try sleeping instead of staying up all night watching for ghost lights. Katie, pack up some valerian for Farrell. And let's get Ginny's arm set before lunch.
I swear, I never had headaches like this before Ty got me up the spout, the bastard.
But it's just pressure. No fever, confusion, problems with your vision?
Only if I'm trying to see my feet.
It's been about 3 days, but the damn shoulder's still stiff.
You stopped shearing 100+ sheep a day the last 3 days?
Every time I piss, it burns like someone shoved a hot poker up my dick.
I'm done, Katie. Unless they're bleeding somewhere surprising, tell them to come back tomorrow.
It's not a patient, it's your brother-in-law.
God damn it.
If you don't want to talk to him, I could always run interference.
Trust me, he's not good looking enough to justify the mess.
Oh, I don't know about that.
All I heard is that both of you think I'm good looking. Add in the supplies I got out back, bet I'm damn near irresistible.
Hi, runner.
Good night, Katie.
Really?
Really?
Ugh, you're not even using him.
Jealous?
Only of the fact that she gets to leave.
You're gonna feel bad about that when you see what I brought you. Iodine. Got 3 cases out back, and another of the top shelf painkillers.
You raid this stuff when you took Benjamin out to Ironwood?
Well, shit. He wasn't supposed to tell you about that.
Not better. He's too young for your sketchy bullshit.
He's 13. I had my own raiding party by the time I was 13.
Ben isn't you. What if the people you're raiding start shooting or Castor Billings catches you out at Ironwood?
Kid can do more than you think. And I don't see you turning your nose up at the loot in question.
A temporary break in our medicine shortage has nothing to do with you putting your nephew, my son, in who knows what kind of danger.
I've got it in hand.
That what you told John?
Low blow.
Yeah. Sorry.
Besides, might not be temporary.
Sure, you found a steady source of meds that have been gone since the city fall.
Not exactly that, but...
Runner, what are you into?
Oh, hell, Erin. Why are you always assuming
Because
the
you're
worst?
always solving problems by making them worse.
Living moral is for people who can afford to.
Katie, what the hell?
Come quick. Feral Harper just collapsed on the street.
Get him up on the table. I need a needle. And get that dog out of here. Now, Katie. God damn it!
It's okay. I can get it.
You should go home, Katie.
But
I'll stay with her. Make sure Bailey's tied up out back.
Okay. Yeah. Good night.
You did everything you could.
He was just in here, and I sent him home with herbal tea when he was about to have a stroke.
How could you know without some tech that we don't have? Was there anything else you could do? He was an old man. Old men die.
There should be something.
We don't live in should be. Head home. Hug Ben. Get some rest.
Yeah. Runner, thank you for the iodine. Your methods aside, it'll help people.
All I hear is that you think I'm a hero.
Good night, Runner. Oh shit, this fucking thing. Hey, John. You know it's been a shit day when the only person you can talk to is your dead husband. A man died today. And I was useless. I keep trying to imagine what you'd say. If you'd sound like Runner, the consummate survivor. Or if you'd be like me, staring at the bones of a city in the distance, knowing there should be more. All the stories we tell about the fall, how the cities grew too big, how the people, the tech, were poisoning the air and the water, and we're lucky they did themselves in with DDT or nuclear waste or whatever finally got them in 65. And when the salmon come, or the brants are flying, I know I should be grateful for all of it. They'd have been able to do something for Farrell. For you. The wild is beautiful, but it doesn't care if we live or die. It doesn't care if we have a parasite or an aneurysm. Lets us tell each other we're ghost sick instead of traumatized. Grieving. I have this dream sometimes. I wake up in a white room, cleaner than you've ever seen. The walls are a maze of glass. It's up some great height, or maybe 1,000,000 miles below ground, but when I look out, the whole world is just lights in the darkness far away. And I don't know how I know, but those lights are people, and they're gonna die because of me. And then I see my reflection in the glass. And it's my face. But it isn't me. Ben, what are you still doing up?
Her talking.
Sorry, baby. Just me, talking to myself. Using your recorder.
Were you talking to Dad?
Kinda.
Can I do that too? Sometime?
Anytime you want. Come on. Scooch in. We should both try to get some sleep. Okay, Katie. Caffeine has been achieved. Start sending them in.
You sure you're up to this?
Nope, but people won't stop getting sick either way.
That's probably fine, right?
You're oozing green pus, Bob. Good news is we just lucked into a stash of iodine.
I ain't felt right since I heard about Farrell. Aches, chills, yawning pit in my stomach.
It was a shock, I know. But strokes aren't contagious.
He was telling people there were ghosts of city folk out at Finn Slough. Out for blood.
Strokes are also not caused by ghosts. Runner. Ben, what the hell?
Owen and I were climbing the big locust tree, and he fell.
Owen, can you hear me? Can you tell me what happened?
His hands were shaking, and he couldn't make him stop, and then he just...
Fell? Ben, go get Katie.
Is he gonna die like Farrell?
I don't know. I thought Farrell had a stroke. I must have missed something. I must have... Help me turn him. Owen, you keep breathing, all right? You just keep breathing. 15th of March, 2016, Common Reckoning. Gabriel's Delta, Kwantlen Nation, Sara Ronald. My name is Erin Reyes, and I'm the town doctor. Trained by Saul Whitaker, who was proper trained surgeon from before the 1965 City Fall. I'm making this record because the Delta is seeing a start of unknown contagion. Symptoms as follows: muscular tremors, nausea, blurred vision, seizures, death. Initial case was misdiagnosed as a stroke. At present, I have 3 confirmed cases, all men. Farrell Harper, 68. Owen Midland, 15. Mackenzie Trill, 16. 1 fatality. 2 seizures that have resulted in coma. And I have no idea what connects them. Yeah, Katie?
Hey, I went to take Bailey some water and he threw it up. He's shaking.
Oh, Christ. The fucking dog, too?
But I noticed it was this stuff in the sick.
Stuff?
Flex. Kind of shiny, like metal. And I thought if Bailey was digging...
Maybe whatever he dug up is what started all of this. Come on.
Where are
We need another look at Farrell's body before he goes into the town coffin.
This is going to be traumatizing, isn't it?
Probably. But that was a good catch. We'll make a doctor out of you yet.
Dying alone, surrounded by people complaining. Yay.
Beginning secondary exam of Farrell Harper, deceased.
Come out of there, Erin Reyes. Leave that man's body undisturbed.
This is a public health crisis! How much longer do you think this is going to take? Mr. Burton is stronger than he looks.
Just a second. They cleaned the body, but I think there's still some residue under his nails.
Gross.
I will not have you interfering with a man's soul for one of your unnatural furies.
It's not really his soul she's looking at, Mr. Burton! Erin?
Just about got it.
I'll report you to the town council.
You do that. I'm sure Councillor Gabriel, who is, my son's grandmother, would love to hear your thoughts.
Will your mother-in-law be on our side of this?
As long as she never finds out about it. 16th of March. Examination of samples found by Catherine Heathrow and an external exam of first victim. Flecks of an unknown metallic substance, potentially toxic or pathogenic. Initial test for toxicity will involve immersion in an algal medium.
Mom?
Why are you up so late, sweetheart?
Couldn't sleep. What are you doing?
Testing some samples.
Is that what made Owen and Mackie and Mr. Harper sick?
Maybe.
Because they ate it, or just touched it?
I'll have to run more tests before I'll know.
But they'd probably have to have touched it, right? Or breathed in a lot to get sick like they did?
Ben.
What? I'm just curious.
Owen was with you, wasn't he? When Runner took you through the Massey Tunnel? Mackie?
Mom.
Runner took you out to Ironwood. Did he take you anywhere else? Did he take you to Finslow?
Runner had an errand, said we couldn't go. He told us to stay at Ironwood, but Owen said you could see wisps out on the water out past the slough. So we followed Runner. Everything looked haunted further out we got. Like the reeds weren't reeds, the shadows of the herons were wrong. There was this beach down the shore from Finslough that looked like glass. Like Runner was walking on a mirror, and when the wind picked up the sand, it glittered. The wisps really were out there, flying out over the water, But then they started to come close, and they were huge. It was like they were coming for Runner. And I got scared. I ran, I tripped, and that's when I found the campsite.
Campsite?
Where I found the recorder. That's all that happened. Except that Mr. Harper died, and Owen and Mackie got sick. Are they gonna die?
I don't know.
Am I gonna die? My hands keep shaking, and I don't know if it's because I'm sick or just so scared of...
No, you're fine. You're fine. I'm gonna figure this out. You go to bed now, all right? You just get your rest. I have to keep at this. Shit. Runner! Runner, Gabriel, you get out here right now!
The hell, Erin? It's the middle of the night. People will think I really am sleeping with you.
What the fuck are you doing up at Finslew?
What do you mean, Finslew?
Farrell, Owen, Mackie, whatever this metal dust is on Bailey and Farrell's body, and Ben says the boys followed you to some beach where the sand glitters.
Those little idiots followed me?
Farrell said there were ghosts on the water. Owen thought they were wisps, but they aren't, are they?
Erin, this isn't what you think.
And suddenly you've got a brand new source of meds and everyone around you is getting sick?
Kids who didn't listen to instructions.
Ben, his hands are shaking now too.
Erin.
I swear to God, if one of your
Fuck's
idiot
sakes.
schemes has killed my son, the same as you got John killed on that raid.
It's not that. It's city folk. This pocket of city folk who didn't die. They want to trade resources, and we get tech. They've got more meds than you've ever seen before.
And the dust?
I don't know. Maybe it's from their gear. It's all out past the slough. How would it hurt us here?
It's in the water, Runner. Anything in the water, eventually, it's in all of us. You have to take me there.
I don't know if that's a good idea. These people like their privacy.
I need to know what this is. I can't help anyone if I don't. And if Ben's sick...
Yeah, okay, I'll take you. Of course I will. Let me get my gear. If we push, we can make the Massey Tunnel by low tide. Careful here, the pavement starts to break up.
Thanks.
So you're still speaking to me.
Runner...
It's not like I poisoned anyone.
No, you just made a deal to trade with strangers from God knows where and didn't tell anyone.
We didn't need a vote. We needed supplies and allies. Castor Billings is looking to push his territory past Ironwood. He does that, and Delta's next.
And what did you trade to make these new friends?
That's the craziest thing. They're here for the water.
That makes no sense. They could get water anywhere.
I know, but they're here, and they've been paying a pretty penny for us to keep everyone east of the slough.
And Farrell wouldn't go. Christ. Runner, you don't have any idea what they're actually doing out there, do you?
But I know what I'm doing out here. Maybe better off if we stay quiet until we're clear of the tunnel.
Oh, God. There's contamination everywhere. Silver dust coating everything. Rocks, plants. There's contamination everywhere.
What's that?
A recording on this thing. Ben found it out here. He thought it was a radio play, but... the things she's talking about...
She sounds just like you.
She sounds like she died out here. We're getting close now, aren't we?
Yeah.
Take this. Wrap your nose and mouth. It'll minimize any intake. Runner, what are these plants?
Don't know. Some kind of fern, I think.
They look almost like grafts. They look wrong.
But it's a good sign, right? If this stuff were so poisonous, they'd be dead.
There's lots of ways for something to be toxic. Ben said the plants were strange out here, but it's not just the plants. It is... Everything feels... not real. Like something on the other side of a mirror.
It's just being so far from town. Get down!
Jesus Christ, is that them?
One of their container ships.
Where's it going?
They head out over the water.
We have to follow it. Up there, along the ridge. We'll be able to see.
No! Erin! If you go over the ridge, we'll be exposed.
Look!
Erin!
Look! There's something out there. Some kind of station or... Oh God, Runner! Can you see that?
Erin, there's nothing. Nothing. The ships are just running dark. Erin!
No, look! There's a city out there. And there isn't. Over the water like it's caught in a prism. Like a splinter in the world.
Erin!
Is that all of it?
Everything we could recover. Some might have been distorted in the transit from Schrodinger.
It's enough to prove a breach. Add it to the report.
Of course. Dr. Reyes? That, woman. She said her name was Erin Reyes.
Yes.
Why does she sound exactly like you?
The Split was written and recorded in Vancouver on the unceded territory of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh nations. The Split was written and created by Jordan Hall and supported by The Only Animal as part of the Artists Brigade. Sound design and score by Harley Small. Cover design by Sara Ronald. The Split was recorded at Postal Audio and produced with the support of UBCP ACTRA. Our cast is Sarah Holt, Sam Baugh, Valerie Singh Turner, Isaiah Bulbear, and David Bloom. Special thanks to Kendra Fanconi, Brenda Leadley, Matthew Ariadnam, Katie Weekly, Norman Lee, Shannon Rain, Ann Chu, Rose Schwim, Robert Umet, Layla Harris, Tom Green, and David Geary.